Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Tour de France 2020 Pro Team Career Mode with the TIJ Racing Team. And today it is time for the third instalment of this year's Tour de France. We will do two stages in today's video, so double the action for you guys. We'll do stage number 3, which is categorised as a flat stage, but I beg to differ. And then stage number 4 is a hilly stage, so two fresh opportunities to take points in the points classification as well as the climbing points classification, the polka dots and green jerseys. Now, last time out, it was a bit of a harrowing lesson for us. I'd got a little bit of a sneaking suspicion that we wouldn't live with the likes of Bernal, Fuglsang, Roglic, and those fears were confirmed in stage number 2. A real early test in the Tour, and even though Gegenhardt finished 29th, which wasn't too bad at all, there's over 140 guys in this field, so to finish in the top 30 isn't bad at all. And we had 5 of our guys in the top 42. But as you can see, Gegenhardt finished 6 minutes and 15 seconds behind Uran at the top. And simply put, it's our hopes of yellow jersey contention over, even at this point. And here are the proper standings, the overall standings. We're 29th in the overall standings with Gegenhardt. So, again, that yellow jersey is something we're going to have to give a miss. But I think to be able to focus on the other 2 jerseys at this point is probably the best thing to do. And if there's a freak amount of luck where we get a brilliant breakaway later on, well, bring it on. But for now, we'll focus on the best climber classification, in which we've made a good starting, to be fair. Gegenhardt is in 3rd place with 10 points. We've got Medouas in 7th with 6 points. We've even got Bjerge there with 5 points. So a lot of guys who are up there. And then in the points classification, we've got Ben Swift, our main runner, in 3rd. A little bit of a disappointing start, though, from Chris Lawless. Only 10 points in 24th place. But we're only 2 stages in. This Tour de France is 21 stages. It's certainly not all over yet. And today, as I said, it's a fresh opportunity to take some points for the green and polka dot jerseys. So without any further ado, let's get into the first stage today. Stage number 3. Or to stage the French theme. I don't know what stage is in French, though. We'll just roll with it. Stage 3. And no, that's without the T that you might put in the end if you were offending someone. Dear. Oh, I don't know. Let's go. Stage 3.
The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. We don't have what it takes to be in the final sprint. If we want to make a showing, we'll have to be in the early breakaway. Have a good stage.
Hello cycling fans everywhere. Despite the somewhat uneven profile at the middle of the stage, the ambition of the sprinters' teams should not be dampened. The flat closing stretch is made for them, and they'll do their all to set up a bunched finish.
It might well be considered a flat stage, but it's hilly. Look at that. I mean, quite a few climbs. I think I've just calculated it roughly in my head. I think there's 17 or 18 points available on the climbers' standings today, and personally, I don't think many people are going to go for it. So the objective today is to go into the breakaway with Tao Gegenhardt, get everyone else just to chill out, ensure a minimum tempo with the likes of Medouas, Van Baal, Quintana. In fact, everyone. Let's just get into persist nice and smoothly. Make sure that we don't fall off the back of the peloton, because that can easily happen if you're not careful. But Gegenhardt's the man we want to push with today. You can see he's in a good condition, and I think we will form an early breakaway with him. Now, there's only 2 objectives today, and those are to finish in the first 20 of the stage with Swifty and the first 25 with Chris Lawless. Not really much of a surprise, and it's quite a nice stage in that there aren't any splits put right in the middle. As you can see, the 2 sprints are near the end, so the peloton will probably be back together by that time. But before that, there are some real opportunities to score some points. So I think that we might give it a little while, but bearing in mind that the first climb is fairly close, it would be good to get an early breakaway going. As he's saying here, it's difficult on the legs. There's only short climbs, but there's a lot of them. So yes, certainly getting into the early breakaway could prove useful for the Mountains jersey. So the sports director is echoing my opinion, so we're going to get into the early breakaway, or at least try to with Gegenhardt, and I'll update you as we get to the first climb. So here we are at the first climb of the day. The breakaway has gone well. It was met with some resistance from the peloton, but as soon as there were 5 in the breakaway, there were only 2 in the breakaway, but as soon as there were 5 in the breakaway, the peloton didn't persist. Now, the good news is that there's certainly no recognisable names in here from what I've seen before. Well, the only guy with points and the only guy with points in the Mountains classification. So we've got a good chance here to take at least 2 points from this climb. And the good news is, we've been following the guys ahead. We've got some good energy left, and we shouldn't exert too much, at least, on this climb. It's all about getting the 2 points. Of course, there are 5 in this group, so 3 of the guys are going to be disappointed at not getting any points here. Hopefully, that's not us. Just put some good pace in here. I mean, these guys might not have any ambitions towards this classification. We will see whether they do or not. But we've got a little bit of a gap. Need to really put the pace on now. And, well, I might get a t-shirt made with this phrase, because it happens a lot. We've been caught napping there. But, again, well, it's not too bad. We've missed out on 1 point. It's not the end of the world. But, again, there's a lot of short, fast climbs in today's stage, as you can see, just following. And we've got a real gap to the peloton. I can't see how they can pull 5 minutes back, but I'm sure they can, I suppose. As you can see, starting the next climb. Just going to fast forward through the majority of this. I don't think there's any worry about any energy loss. Just checking, though, when the feed is. So it's 3 climbs away after this. So I don't think it should be too much of a demanding day, particularly given the group we're in. But after losing the 1 point last time out, we need to be on our toes to make sure that we don't lose any unnecessary points. So 1.6 kilometres away. I think we can put the style on in terms of our pace. And just try and gap these guys. Maybe down the pace slightly. It's a brilliant mental game, these mountain climbs. I really enjoy it. Picking the right time to pounce. As you can see, the line's right up there. I think going later is the key. Obviously, being at the front, it's tough to know when everyone else is going to go. You've got to go when you think it's right and hope that you've got it right. And I think on this occasion, we might well have done. We've got the energy to go full pelt to the top now. Hershey's following, but I think the gap's too large. And that is a very, very, very solid 5 points for us there. Outstanding stuff. Really good stuff. So, 2 climbs done. 6 points. A good start. Another 5 climbs to go today. And there's 3 to go before the feed. But as you can see, we've got plenty of energy. All should be good. And, again, a good start. And a real opportunity now with the gap we've got to the peloton to get some really valuable points for the polka dot jersey. So, time for the next climb. They do come thick and fast today. But the strategy of following the guys behind seems to work. I don't care if they like me or not. I mean, if in terms of the relays, we've had 30%. So nobody can complain that we haven't been doing our share. Just picking the right time again. Going very late this time, but we'll have plenty of energy to do it. We're going to our full max. And it looks like we're going to pick up another 2 points. Excellent. Brilliant. This is a really good start. And might well be enough to worry some of the guys in the peloton. But again, we've got a good exit slip from the peloton. We've done really well. Bit of a decline. As you can see, we've got all of our energy back. That's outstanding stuff. And it's a 4th class climb to go up next. Only a point available, but they all count. So, kilometre from the top of this 4th climb, as I said. Only a point available, but they all count. Can we make it 3 in a row? Going very late this time. Oh, maybe a bit too late. Got to just hope we've got the pace. Giving it our all. I think Ligtart might take the point here. Yeah, not much we could have done about that. Maybe could have got a bit early because, as you can see, we had plenty of energy in reserve. But with every climb we do, we learn more about our pace. We learn more about our opponents. But, again, 7 points out of 4 climbs. A maximum of 2, 4, 9, 10. So 7 out of 10. Not going to complain at that at all. In fact, it's not 7 out of 10. It's 8 out of 10. We got 1 point at the first third class climb. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Unless I'm being really stupid at maths. 8 out of 10. Even better. Can't complain. This is one of those classic 1-pointers. Only a 2.1 kilometre climb. Not much to, but as I said before, they all count. All of the points count. Going to put a really early attack in this time. Might be going a bit too early, but again, you can never be sure. Not putting too much pace in, but we'll know when we can. About half a kilometre to go, we'll put the pace in. That's now. I think it's worked this time. Might have gone a bit early, though, on the full attack. Come on. Top of the climb can't come quick enough. And there we go. We made sure we got the point that time. Solid stuff. There's a feed coming up, so we might as well... Oh, I don't even know if there's any point using our feed, to be honest. We've got a full amount of energy. Yeah, well, we'll take it. But I'm not sure we need it too much. 2 climbs to go. Last kilometre of that first of 2. 5 points available here. Be really big if we could take these. I think we might have the polka dot jersey, you know, if we can walk away with these points. Starting with about half a kilometre to go. Really putting that pace in with Theo Gegenhardt. I mean, Ligthart has come quick and fast. Quick and fast? Is that the word? I don't know. But there we go. We've took the top spot of the climbers' standings. That is brilliant. So we'll walk into stage 4 at least with the polka dot jersey. Really strong stuff. If we'd have gone a little bit earlier, we'd have been caught napping there. So really, 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 really good stuff. Small 3 kilometre climb to come. And then it's downhill all the way to the finish. So I think the peloton might well catch up. And to be honest, after this climb, we just might as well just chill out with Gegenhardt. Unless there's a chance for the breakaway to win by a big amount. But I can't see it. But a really good day so far. Well, a bit earlier than expected, but we are coming back to the peloton because we've got a sprint. Now, Gegenhardt, I don't care where he finishes in that top 5. I don't think anybody up there is going to threaten the standings. We'll tell him to attack, try and get as many points as possible. Just for a competitive point of view. But Ben Swift is our main man when it comes to the green jersey, so 10 points here would be invaluable. We've told Lawless to get 100%, 10% on the relay. Don't know where he is. Well, Gegenhardt's going to finish in the top 3. He gets 3rd. That's not bad. Remember to tell him not to attack anymore. I don't think that's going to help anything if he attacks too much. Where's Lawless? It doesn't look like he's anywhere, to be honest. But, okay. 1.3 kilometres to go. We'll tell Lawless to attack. Disappointing if he doesn't do anything here, but obviously Ben Swift is the main man. He's our main concern, and it's time to go. We've gone earlier than everybody else. Is that going to be a bit too early? I'm not sure. Looks like it won't be. Come on, Swifty! Beautiful. Beautiful. They're class of the field. Really is. When we time it right. I hope Lawless has got a point or 2, you know. 2 points. Well, it's something, but it's not great. It's not great, is it? But 10 points for Swift, our main man. That's great news, really is. So, just the one more climb now for Gegenhardt. We've got 2 objectives today. Do well in the climbs, and we've definitely done that so far. And then, of course, try get as many points in the final sprint. So here comes the last chance of day 3 to extend our lead at the top of the mountains classification. It's been a brilliant day for Gegenhardt. A tough day, no doubt, but I don't think it's been too tough. We should recover from this fairly well. So, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. Time to go. It's all about judging it as well as possible. Put a good amount of pace in. Should be good enough to get us to the top. Just depends how quick Haas and Hershey are. Not quick enough. First over the top of the climb, and that is Gegenhardt's work done. Brilliant stuff. Another 2 points. We'll look at where it leaves us at the end of the day, but that is a really solid day for Gegenhardt in the breakaway. Real pat on the back to him. And who knows? Might well be a breakaway win of the stage. I can't see it, but 30k's to go. Peloton 90 seconds behind. Let's see. I think it will probably end in a mass sprint, but great work done today by Gegenhardt. So we now enter the last few kilometres of the stage. We have told Gegenhardt to come back, which he is. And it looks like we're going to catch the guys ahead pretty quickly as well. So, 7k's to go. We'll get Swift as well up as he can. I think there's 50 points at the end of this stage. And obviously, if we can win the stage, that's a bonus as well. As I said, nothing we can really do for Lawless apart from just tell him to put some good pace in. 110%, why not? Give it a little while, and we want everyone to take their feed. Get Lawless to take his now. Sorry, Swift. Like to be a bit further forward than this if we can. Right, let's just, whoops. Set a high tempo, I think that's not a bad idea. Take the blue gel with everyone. Again, it's there to be used, isn't it? We've already used it with Marder. Again, we're a bit too far back here. We need to better our position, I would say. It's easier said than done sometimes. Have to put some pace in to get up here. We're really struggling with Swifty. Lawless is fairly well placed. That's not bad at all. Okay, that's a bit better. So, get everyone to take their red feed. Don't know what's happening with Marder. We'll just tell him to persist smoothly. Set a high tempo. Obviously, change that back for Marder. 110% for Lawless. Follow attack's probably the best thing to do for him. Right, we're a bit too far back here. This is a bit concerning. Hopefully, these guys will slow down a little bit. But we're not best placed here. There's nothing we can do about it, really. It might still be okay. Starting to catch here, but again, we're not best placed. Lawless is looking better, actually. Lawless is looking very good. We're just too far behind. This is a worry. Should be able to push through, though, here with Swift. Come on, son. It's not going to be a stage win today, no way. But let's see what we can do. Not good enough, really. No, that's really poor. I mean, Kwiatkowski comes across the line really well. Lawless finishes 7th there, so he did really well. But just didn't get into a good enough space with Ben Swift. And really disappointingly there, we get absolutely no points with him, I don't think, at the finish. That was a shocker. Just couldn't seem to get well placed enough. Lawless did. He ended up 7th, well done to him. But that wasn't great from Ben Swift. But in a day where we did outstandingly, I think you can say, it's the one negative. But there'll be plenty of opportunities for Swifty. The winner of the stage, don't know who that was, we'll have a look in a minute. Uran still has the yellow jersey, Ewan has the green jersey, and Gegenhardt takes that Mountains jersey. And obviously Bernal has got that young rider classification. Well, I say obviously, I think he's taken that for the first time. We'll have a look at how many points we got in the Mountains classification. It was a very good day for Gegenhardt, extremely good. Not really bothered about the sports director yapping on. Swift ended up 19th though, that's a little bit disappointing. 16 points for Gegenhardt, that's an extremely strong showing. 15 points for, only 10 points for Swift in the sprints. That's not good enough, especially when your main man is getting 57 in Ewan. So a mixed bag, I would say. Best climber classification was 6 points above anybody else, really good with Gegenhardt. Points classification, well, we're a long way back, but again, we're in 3rd, so all isn't lost, I suppose. We're still the 3rd best, but if we're going to keep pace with Ewan, we have to improve on that. He's nearly 100 points ahead of anybody else. Lawless has improved slightly, 24 points, not bad, but again, there's going to be plenty more opportunities. It's not a bad stage tour, cannot complain about that. Lawless takes 25 points in the stage, don't know what that was for particularly, but we recover fairly well from that. Bit of a tougher day tomorrow. Good to see. We achieve both our objectives. Tougher day tomorrow, and we're going to progress to that now.
Today's route is hilly and a leg breaker. Perfect for attacking, which should suit the punches. You'll have to keep a close watch for riders who try to break away early on, because our lead in the mountain jersey isn't big enough for us to be sure of retaining it tonight. The team members of the favourites will probably manage the time gaps in order to fight for victory on the final climb. It will be difficult for us to influence the outcome. Good race to you all!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. With the numerous climbs spread all the way along the route, this is undoubtedly a stage that can be described as leg breaker. Riders will have to eke out their energy if they hope to break clear and win on the final climb to Vaujany.
I've got a bit of a head scratcher here. It's just come to me that we have got 3 other mountain riders. Meduas, Van Baal and Quintana. If we're putting all of our energy into Gegenhardt, what is the use of those 3 guys? Few objectives today. Obviously the first one is to retain the lead of the Mountains classification with Gegenhardt. And what's brought my thoughts to about that are the 2 objectives here. Score at least 9 points with Meduas and be part of today's breakaway with Van Baal. Now, part of me thought, great, we'll get Gegenhardt, Meduas and Van Baal all in the breakaway. And, well, I don't see anything wrong with that, I suppose. we'll do it. We'll try our best and do it. Obviously, Gegenhardt's our main focus because he's the man with the jersey. But, again, why not put these guys in the breakaway? I just think the problem is with Gegenhardt having the polka dot jersey, he's going to have a lot more clout in the field, isn't he? So it's likely that more guys are going to try and follow the breakaway. But we'll get Meduis and Van Baal to attack rather than follow attack, just to get them to take the hint. And seeing as this is downhill, we can really go for it without losing too much. But again, there's not much I can do about apart from control Gegenhardt and hope that Meduis and Van Baal listen. Don't know if those guys are going to join in or what. But 2 climbs coming quick and fast today. 3rd class climb, 4th class climb. Again, they're not the most important, but they all add up. And if we can get a strong early breakaway, it will really help. Now, these 2 guys are good climbers, so we've got a good challenge today. But plenty of points available. So there's 2, 3, I think there's 10 on the 1st class climb. So 18, 19, 21, and then 21, and then another 10 at the end. So a massive day for the climbing classification. I'm going to get Gegenhardt to work with his opponents and go back to Meduis because he hasn't got the hint, obviously. Get him to put a real good amount of energy in. Try and catch up to these guys ahead. We might be thwarting our own counter-attack, I don't know. But let's see. Obviously get Van Baal to attack as well. Everyone else to ensure a minimum tempo. It's not their fight today. Van Baal's really going for it. Really going for it, Van Baal is. But if we can have 3 men in this attack, we'll just have to see how we go. I don't know how we'll go, but might take a bit of time in this stage just to work out what's going to happen. Whether the peloton will persist or what will happen. We'll have to see. Well, we've been caught napping with the wrong man here. Gegenhardt's been caught napping. I don't think it's worth following necessarily here because we've got a 30-second gap. As you can see, Meduis and Van Baal are both in that group. We had the initial breakaway, and at the start of this climb, there was an initial attack. Gegenhardt, for some reason, didn't follow it. Meduis and Van Baal did. But like I said, I don't think there's too much point Gegenhardt persisting too much here because I've got a funny feeling, I don't know, the peloton might come back, they might not. Gegenhardt's still putting a decent shift in. It's just about working out what the best thing to do is here. Tricky one. But Meduis is starting to lose time. I'm not really watching that, am I? Need to be careful. But a lot of good climbers here. We've got our own boys, Van Baal and Meduis, top climbers. Gegenhardt's starting to catch. I don't think that's that's not too bad an idea, I don't think. Yeah, the peloton are starting to drop back, but it's no good focusing on Gegenhardt for this climb because he's not going to be able to gain the time and get the points here. So it's the opportunity for our 2 other guys, Meduis and Van Baal, to put in a shift, get a few points here. And obviously there's a recovery bonus if Meduis can get some points. So Meduis is going to be our main man here. I think I'll tell Van Baal to follow any attacks. And then as soon as we get to the top, focus on Gegenhardt. Try and catch up to this group because it's clear the peloton isn't going to persist. Now, we've not got a lot of energy left here, so we've got to be careful when we go with Meduis. We're going to pick now to go. We'll attack with Van Baal as well, because he's got a lot of energy. See where he ends up. Just trying to manage the energy. Oh, no. Where was Van Baal? That's the problem when you can't control the rider. Ugh. No points at all there. 2 of our guys in the group, and no one gets a point. Disappointing to say the least. Disappointed to say the least. As I said, though, before, we'll go on board with Gegenhardt. Try and catch up to this group. But an annoying start there. It's not an ideal situation, you know, having Gegenhardt where he is. It really isn't. But it's not a too fast pace being set here, so... Actually, it has increased now, so that could be a problem. Our 2 guys a little bit behind the game. But Gegenhardt's in a funny position where he is. Don't quite know how to judge it. We're going to go with Van Baal this time, because I think we've got a better opportunity. And although none of these guys might end up winning the Mountains classification, there's definitely a chance to take some points off them. So that's what we're going to try and do here with Van Baal. Just the 1 point available, then it's a sprint. Then we've got the big climb. Gegenhardt losing a bit of time. Oh dear. Yeah, wait for the next group, I think. Wait for that group of 4. It's not been the best day for Gegenhardt so far. But it might come to him. You never know. We'll see. I mean, we're caught napping a bit here. Going a bit late. Again, we'll tell Meduas to attack, but Van Baal's got a lot of energy. He can just go hammer and tongs for this. And it's Van Baal who gets the point. Excellent. Excellent. Great stuff. I think that Gegenhardt might actually end up back in the peloton. I don't know, but we'll see. So here we go. Gegenhardt's not looking too great, is he? Yeah. I'm going to get him back in the peloton. It's no use, really, him fighting for... Yeah, it's just pointless, isn't it? So, get him to just persist smoothly here. The same as Quintana. I don't know why their energy has gone down so much. That's a bit concerning. We'll obviously try and get these guys at the front to get some points in the sprint, but Swift and Lawless are the most important, I would argue, here. So, Gegenhardt persists smoothly, the same as Quintana. Lawless is struggling, though, so... Well, I don't care. Despite that, try and get some points here. I don't think there's many going for this. The field is quite spread out, so it's a good opportunity. I don't know where Lawless is, but if he's well placed, it's a good opportunity here. We might just catch up to this second group. In fact, it might be worth putting a shift in here with Ben Swift to catch that group. I think it might well be. Nobody damaging for that green jersey at the front. That's why we're not focusing on that front group. I think it'd be good to put a shift in here, you know, to try and catch this group. Should be able to with Swifty. He's a top rider. Yeah, we've caught the group. Just don't know whether we've used a little bit too much energy in doing so. Well, they're not bothered, I don't think they aren't. Van Baal will end up 5th. Meduas gets 3rd. Cracking stuff from him. We'll go a little bit later this time. Come on, Swifty. Big 10 points if we can get him here. I'm going to have to pull up a bit before the line. Just going to have to try and fend everybody off by doing the cheating. And, well, we gave up 1 point there. That wasn't too bad. So Van Baal got 11. Meduas got 15. Our 3 guys are still at the front, aren't they? Good. That's good news. Bit of a tougher stage today, so we've got to make sure we're all okay in terms of the energy, in which the guys clearly aren't at the moment. Just ensure minimum tempo. Hopefully the guys can improve that. I think just get the guys to follow and not overtire. Particularly Gegenhardt and Quintana. He's really struggling, is Gegenhardt, and I don't really know why. I know it was a tough day for him yesterday. Why have we used all the feed with Meduas? Did I click something? Oh, I must have clicked something different. That's a blow. Oh, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I mean, he'll have more energy than he had before, I suppose, but again, only temporarily. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Possavivo starting to pull away a little bit here. Ah, dear. Again, another mistake using all of his blue gel. He must have clicked the wrong button. Oh well. There's just 3 guys now in this breakaway. The 2 of us and Possavivo. I'll tell you what, it was a good decision to put those 2 in the breakaway, or else we'd have been in real trouble. This is the toughest of the climbs today. Until the end of the stage at least. And I'll see you guys a little bit close to the top. So, big amount of points here. You can see the 2 guys behind have caught up because we set quite a low pace. And we're going to go for it here with Meduas. A big 10 points. Just a disappointment that not Van Baal, sorry. Well, Van Baal is here. But just a disappointment that Gegenhardt's not here. But, again, it's not the end of the world. Lawless is going to need his blue feed, I think. I think so is Bierge. The rest of the guys should be okay. We'll just tell them to ensure minimum tempo, and hopefully we'll be okay till the top. But these 2 guys, I think, as you can understand, are the top priority as you come to the top of the climb. So, 10 points available. Big climb, this. They're going for it. Come on, Meduas. Van Baal should be attacking as well. And is it Meduas who's going to get over the line on the top? It is. Well, Van Baal only 4th. That's a bit of a disappointment, but a cracking climb there. Don't think there's any opportunity for our guys to get a sneaky point. No, Gegenhardt's too far back to go for it for the sake of a point. It's just not worth it, but really good stuff. 10 points with Meduus, 4 with Van Baal. A decent amount of points still available. 8 points and then 10 points in the last climb, but not too bad at all. Did really well at that climb there. You know when your star striker gets injured and your replacement comes in and wipes the floor with everyone? Well, it's not quite like that, but it nearly is. We've answered our question that we had at the start of the not the start of the episode, at the start of this stage. Can we prioritise all 3 guys? The answer is we can't prioritise all 3, but we can try and go on a united front with all 3. It's by chance, really, that Gegenhardt has gone back into the peloton. By having multiple options, if something goes wrong, we can profit. And that's exactly what's happened here. We've got Van Baal and Meduus both in the breakaway. Again, Van Baal's not really getting too many points, but he's chipping away and getting an odd point here and there. Meduus is obviously our main focus here, but, well, Lawless is starting to lose touch. There's not a hell lot I can do about that, to be honest. I've just told all of our guys to follow and not overtime. Might be better just to tell them to ensure minimum tempo, because it is up the climbs where you can start to lose a little bit of time. But, yeah, I'm just, well, I wouldn't say I'm speechless, but I don't really know what to say about this, because this is definitely against the grain of what I expected, but a positive one. Definitely a positive difference. As you can see, the likes of Fuglsang are starting to pull away a little bit from the peloton. I just don't think it's going to be, yeah, what's his name? Gegenhardt's following him, to be fair to him. I'm not going to discourage him from doing that. I don't think it's going to be Van Baal. I don't think it's going to be Gegenhardt's day, though, today, in this stage. Certainly early on. It might well be later on, but anyway. Focus on these guys at the front. We've gone for it with Meduus. I'm just going to attack with Van Baal. Don't seem to get the hint, do they, early on? Right, I've got a bit early here with Meduus. We might have enough of a gap as we get to the top. Need to push out Possavivo. Dirty tactics, really. And can Van Baal get second? Not quite, but he gets third. That's great. Really, really good. Outstanding stuff. Gegenhardt's out of energy. I feel like he might be a man who we need to nurse his problems. Can't afford to take half of his gel here, I think. Yep, that's okay. I don't mind that. We just don't want anybody that's big players to fall back. So he's okay. Quintana's falling back as well. Not massively, but certainly enough. I think it might as well be time. Yeah, we might as well just take the blue gel for all of our runners. Bjerg has already took it, unfortunately, so there's not a lot we can do for him. But everybody else should be okay. Obviously, Van Baal and Meduus, they're okay as they are. Yes, Gegenhardt's good. Gegenhardt's got the energy back. Quintana's back in the group. So, big crisis, at least, has been averted. So, that's absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. And we've got the 3 guys at the front. Well, the 3 guys at the front, including 2 of ours. I think I'm muddling all my lines up because I'm getting so excited. But, yeah, just 3 of us at the top. I think Tierns will probably catch before the top. But I'll see you guys a bit close to that. Only 1 point available here, but as I said in the last stage, they all add up. And Possavivo is now starting to struggle. So there's no point setting too big a pace, is there? So just 1 point available here. But as I said, they all add up. Meduus setting a good pace. Only 3 of us in this group. We did slow the pace down to allow Possavivo to catch up. And also it was beneficial to allow Van Baal to get some energy back. He is struggling a little bit now, but I would like to keep that energy in reserve just in case. But no need to put any pace in here. Might have to push Van Baal out the way. Oh, Van Baal, no. Pillock. Oh well, he's going to take the point. It doesn't really matter too much, as long as he's one of our guys and not anybody else. But it seems just us 2 in the breakaway now. Interesting, there's only Ben Swift left in the peloton. It seems that things have spaced out. Gegenhardt's fairly well placed. Don't really know what to make of this, but I feel like it will come back together now that we've got a flatter section. But we'll have to see. Our two guys are at the front together, so we'll just set a minimum tempo, I think. We can't actually do that, but yeah, just set a minimum tempo, and we'll see what happens. But again, not a bad day at all at the moment. This is going well.
I'll take it easy on the moment to relax.
A very short climb here, but we're just in the middle of the toughest section, and it starts to get a lot easier. The peloton behind, as predicted really, has grown. The majority of our guys are in there. We've got Quintana, Gegenhardt, Swift and Marder in there. Lawless and Bierge have fallen behind. That's disappointing. Tierns has fallen behind this group, so we'll ride on board with Meduus, but if he gets 2 points, hopefully Banbal can get 1. That would be ideal. We will tell him to put an attack in. It's the only way I think we can really do anything here. Try and beat him, but hope that Van Baal beats Possavivo as well. Brilliant. There we go. Double trouble at the front. Outstanding stuff. Another 2 points for Van Baal. Sorry, for Meduus. Another point for Van Baal. And again, this is going really well. Quintana's starting to struggle. Give him his red gel. Same as Marder. Should be okay, though. They've got to the top of the climb, so they'll be able to recover on the way down. We've used most of our energy. We've got a feed coming up. And then the toughest climb of the day. But it's been a strange one, this. I haven't expected this, really. But, again, it just proves that if you've got a few different strategies, one of them will work. So the breakaway is now over. Everyone's back in the peloton. There's 101 guys in the peloton. So it's not going to be any freak breakaway win. But here we go for the first big climb that I can remember. Anyway, the first uphill climb till the end of a stage. Anyway, I can't remember there being a climb to the end of the stage in any of the others. But 15 Ks to go. We're just telling everyone to chill out. In fact, we can just, well, persist smoothly is working okay. Meduus is probably the best placed in terms of his energy. Gegenhardt doesn't look bad at all, so a big opportunity for both of those to get some points. Again, it just all depends who we can manage throughout the climb and who gets to the top okay, but we'll see. It might not be as bad as I think it will be, but I have a feeling it might well be a split field at the end. It's not going to be a mass sprint anyway. So 10 Ks to go. And, yeah, it's a fairly short climb. As we can see, it's going to start fairly shortly. We will just ensure a minimum tempo now, make sure we don't get caught napping. Well, I don't remember this scenery. This is definitely a different stage to the one I've played before. Actually, it might be the same. It might be the same, but, again, we're just going to stay on board with Meduus for the moment. It's going to be a short, sharp climb, and we need to stay... 4 point... Well, how come there's 5.7 left of the stage? Ah, there's a sprint at the end. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, well. Got to be on our A game. We are going to ride with Meduus because he is the main man today. But hopefully the guys will just naturally place themselves as appropriate. Brambilla's going to go a little bit here. I don't want to be caught by any baits. That's the most important thing. We don't want to be caught by anybody bombing it and then slowing down. Because all that's doing is using energy. And there's nobody there that's going for who's too important for the climber's standings, in my opinion. So, not going to go for it too much. Quintana's been dropped. Well, you know, he's a good mountain rider, but oh well. You can't have everybody there. But Gegenhardt's okay. Van Baal's okay. I mean, Quintana hasn't dropped back. But... we will start to use our feed with probably... Van Baal probably needs it. Quintana needs it. Marder definitely needs it. But apart from that, we should be okay with everyone else at the moment. Again, none of the big guns really rising to the front, unless I've missed something. Medua's got a lot of energy in the bank, but you can lose that very easily. Pogacar start trying to get out, so we will get Gegenhardt as well to try and follow this. And Van Baal. We're fairly well placed with Meduus. He's probably our best man if we're going to stop this attack. Pogacar is going, but the problem is there are men in front of us. So this is the first big test for Meduus. Can he keep up with the big men? Can he go with the big guys? We've got all of our feed left, remember, which is crucial. Gegenhardt's in this group. That's great. We will get him to... use all of his blue feed now. I think the same has to go for Meduas. Pogacar's up there, but we're doing really well. We're up with Roglic. Take his wheel. I think that's the best thing you can do. Problem is when you're going at this pace, you can't take your feed. Where's Gegenhardt? He's okay. He's okay. Just need to take our feed now. I don't know where Gegenhardt is. Hopefully he's in this main group of 15. Bernal is starting to struggle. Just take all of our feed here. How's Gegenhardt getting on? Just tell him to take all of his feed. We're looking good here. We've got plenty of energy with Meduas. It's all about deploying it at the right time. This could be a real opportunity here. A real missed opportunity if we get it wrong. A kilometre left till the top of this climb. It's going to get fierce. Pogacar's struggling. Gegenhardt's running out of energy, so we will just get him to take his red gel. And he'll be well placed, decently placed anyway. We're up with the big men, Roglic, Fuglsang. Can we get to the top first with Meduas? Can we do it? And then surely from there, it's a stage win. There's 4 of us. Wow, there's 4 of us in this group. Come on! Come on, Meduas! This is the biggest test of his life. And he's doing okay. Can we get up there at the top? Come on! One last push. Yes! We've got the 10 points. Just let that sink in for a second. I do apologise. Just let that sink in for a second. We have beaten everyone. Wow. Wowzers. We've beaten them in the climb. And it's time now for Meduas to go and win the stage. Is he going to win it? Come on. Where are they? Push him out the way. Push him out the way. Get there first. Who's won the stage? Is it us? I don't know. I don't know. Have we won the stage? Oh. Yeah, we'll just finish the stage there, I think. I don't think there's much more we can do. Did we win the stage? You know what? I don't care. We won the 10 points. That was immense from Meduas. Thank God it's a flat stage tomorrow. But that achievement cannot be, cannot be undermined, cannot be overlooked. That was amazing. I just hope we held on at the end. I don't think we did. We just went a little bit early there. We'll judge for ourselves. In fact, we won't. We'll leave the surprise until whoever comes out. I don't think we've won the stage, though. Have we? Have we not? It was bloody close.
A few minutes ago, he was...
Yes! Get in! Valentin Meduas. Well, you know, when they're saying life, I'm getting a bit philosophical here. They're saying life, you take one road and you make a decision and it leads to something. At the start of that stage, getting Meduas in that breakaway was really the decision that led to that. I know that you could say, well, he would have been in the peloton anyway, but he'd got the momentum. He took on Uran, who's the yellow jersey man. He took on Roglic. He took on Fuglsang and he won. I don't give a toss if we win the Tour de France or not. I don't think we will. I think we're way too far off, but that's an accolade that's just amazing. Really is. Of course, he takes top points as well in that sprint. Outstanding stuff. And he's got to be the leader of the polka dot jersey. Well, he's got to have the polka dot jersey and lead those standings, surely. Gegenhardt's going to feel a bit miffed, but hopefully happy for his teammate. And we have got 2 brilliant riders. I don't know which one this is, because all the riders have the same face. We have 2 outstanding riders now, well in the hunt for the polka dot jersey. And as predicted, it's Valentin Meduas who leads that classification. And we don't tend to listen to the sports director all that often anymore. But on this occasion, I think it's worth listening to him. Let's see what he's got to say.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys.
Oh, I thought it'd be something a bit special. Well, I guess it was special, but look at that. Valentin Meduas beats the field. Only 5 men in that last sprint. Ourselves, Meduas, Pinot, Uran, Quintana and Fuglsang. Roglic dropped back in the end. Gegenhardt, a fantastic performance as well from him. He finishes 14th, credit to him. Not bad from Van Baarle either. You know, you can't complain at that. 27 points today from Meduas. Stage 3, it was Gegenhardt's day, but no doubt about it. it's Medua's day in Stage 4. Points classification as well. Medua's takes 35 points. Who's leading that classification? I forgot who it is now, but Swift takes 9 points. I don't think the leader of that classification took any points, so that's a positive. I know we're a long way behind, but we gained some sort of time, and we can't be far off that white jersey, you know. Can't be too far off. But Medua's moves up to 24th in the overall standings, moves up a whopping 16 places, but obviously I didn't think about that. Bernal's going to be way up, yeah, he's 4th, so of course we're nowhere near that white jersey. But what a day for Meduas and Gegenhardt. Our guys, outstanding as you can see. Top 2 now of the Mountains classification. And it just gives us a choice. It just gives us a choice, and if one of our guys is struggling, then we go with the other one. That's probably the best situation. Yeah, Ewan didn't get any points today. Swift got some points, so that gap is closed to 83 points. It's not ideal still. Meduas goes up 34 places. God, that is crazy. What a day. What a day for Valentin Meduas. He will take 70 points in the Pro Cycling rankings. That is huge. And we extend our lead at the top of the Team Pro Cycling rankings. What a day. What a fantastic day. We've not recovered too badly either. In fact, Meduas has recovered unbelievably. And luckily for him, there's no climbs in the next stage. Well, there are, but a 3rd and 4th class climb. It's fair to say he can chill in the next stage. And for the first 100 odd kilometres of the 6th stage. But obviously changed the schedule round this week, if you hadn't noticed, because we did miss Tuesday's video, so this will be out on Friday. Will it be out on Friday? Is that how I'm going to work it? I can't remember. I'm trying to think now. Yes, we're going to bring it out on Friday. That's right. Yeah. The next episode will come out on Friday. I'm just shell-shocked by the results. But the next episode will be out on Friday with stages 5 and stages 6. But what a day. Today is Meduas' day, no doubt about that. I don't know what else deserves a like if that doesn't. That was crazy. Certainly not expected, but when it's not expected, it makes it all the sweet. So remember to subscribe for regular Tour de France content, usually on Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday at 6 PM. But for this week, it's Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Is that right? I can't remember how I'd work the schedule. I think it's Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I think I've put these back to back. And then having the snooker, obviously, Monday as it was released, and then Thursday and Sunday. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure you don't want to know about that anyway, but that's me more thinking aloud there. I'm going to shut up before I stop rambling even more. What an episode that is. Unfortunately, I don't think the next episode could live up to that, but I might be completely wrong. What a day after the disappointment of Stage 2. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye for now.